love a good sale, and I'm sure you all do too. So I am here to share with you all the wonderful product that we have that's available for our St. Patrick's Day sale. Now the best part is there's dyes, there's making essentials, there's tools and accessories, there's all sorts of great product. Our cardstock, some new, some stuff that you've missed, and some things you might want to get your hands on because it's only for St. Patrick's Day. It's only on our Sizzix.com website, and I'm here to share with you some of the products that I have to show you with the actual projects created with the product, as well as walking you through one project using one of my favorite dyes. So I'm going to turn the camera down so you will be able to see me hands-on, show you everything that I have to share with you that's part of the sale, but you'll definitely want to tune into the website and see what's available, because I obviously cannot show you hundreds and hundreds during this short video, but I want you to make sure you go to the website, Sizzix.com, and see what's available, because you'll be blown away and you want to get your hands on it. Everybody loves a sale, and wait till you see what's available. So bear with me while I turn the camera down a second. I'm here by myself, so I have to film myself. So hold on, bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to get the machine out of the way because I want to talk you through some of the product that's available. So, one of my favorite products is our animal boxes. So this is one basic Biggs die set. And if you can tell by the shape of looking at all of these animals, they are using the same exact die, but on that one Biggs die SKU, you can create all of these characters. So the shape is identical, the bunny, the penguin, the unicorn, and the kitty cat. But if you notice, they all have the same ears, and the penguin's wings are the same ears as the bunny. Using the little whiskers here, you can also do a little tuft of hair if you're going to do a chick. The possibilities are endless, and this is a great die to have. As you know, Biggs dies can cut a great amount of product. Mat board, chipboard, felt, all sorts of great product that you can cut with this. Since it's a Biggs die, it's a steel ruled die, and the possibilities are endless. Look at the beak, same as the bow tie. So when you get this die, you want to play with it. The boxes would be sturdy if you use any kind of mat board or chipboard, but as you can see with any of our cardstock colors, you can do some cute, cute animals, and it holds lots of goodies inside. It would be a great little Easter basket. So let me put these off to the side. Another one I love is summer fruit. The summer fruit can be cut with cardstock, any of our thinnerment products, but it's a great little project to do with paper clips. Or it could be cupcake toppers. It could be little things to decorate a tiny little banner. But how cute is this? So depending on what you're going to be cutting, if you cut this out of orange, it could be an orange with the segments. It could be in the limoncello, and it could be a lemon. This is the banana, the watermelon, the pineapple. How cute it is in pink, and then the strawberry. Add a couple paper clips, just do back to back, and it makes a great, great little project. So that's another fun one that I absolutely love. Another one that we have is product that we have that you would just love is our Making Essentials glitter. So this is using our cardstock, cutting it in any flowers, any foliage, any of our die cut shapes, and coat it with a little bit of our express glue. And guess what? The express glue is also on sale. This is a quick drying glue that dries clear, and it'll adhere any of our Making Essentials. So this, we sprinkle a little bit of glitter on it after we die cut it, and look how cute that turned out. This is just something that could go in a frame. You could do it smaller, whichever you're going to be cutting. It would be a great project or a great little card. Something like this could be frameable and be a little home decor piece. Some other product that's available that I absolutely love is our Sculpting Foam. Now, if you are familiar with our Sculpting Foam, it comes in a variety of colors. This is the spring blossom. We have all sorts of different bouquet colors. We have festive colors, but if you're familiar with it, especially if it's thin, so it cuts perfectly with obviously the Biggs, but also the thinlets will cut this. It's a thin, thin foam. The best part is when it's heated with the heat tool, you can able to manipulate it and just bend it up and make it more realistic. So this is a little wreath that we had created. Great little home decor piece, can hang on somebody's door, can hang on a doorknob. How great would this be to whip one up and put it on somebody's porch, especially now these days since we're not able to visit too many people. What a nice surprise for them to see when they come through the door or go back outside and see it. Another little tip that's also available during the sale are the Stamens. The Stamens are a package of multiple colors. We have the pastels, and we also have the metallics. You are able to get 400 in a pack. So there's 4 colors and 100 per color. So that's what we have here in the center of our flowers. Another product that's available that's also used in the same project are our oil pastels. These are available on sale also. These are new, and the price, the fact that they're on sale, can't beat that. So this is something you want to get your hands on. What we did for this one is after we die cut it, we went ahead and around the edges of it, we used one of the contrasting colors. So if you're familiar with our color story, our embossing powder, our oil pastels, our markers, our glitters, our sequins of beads, everything's all coordinated. So this is our cherry blossom. There's cherry blossom glitter, there's cherry blossom sequins of beads, there's cherry blossom oil pastels, cardstock. Everything will coordinate together. So if you can tell, hopefully you can pick this up. The edges is also using the limoncello or the banana blast oil pastel. So it just gives a little more realistic life to this project. So this is using our sculpting foam, heated, manipulated. It's also using our Stamens as well as our oil pastels, and it kind of brings it to life. This is a great project. Everything used here is also during the sale. Here's a similar project using it also. This is using just the smaller flowers with some stamens, so it doesn't have to be as big as that wreath, but look how beautiful this turned out as a small card. Also using the opulent cardstock. This is our rose gold. It's also on sale. Our opulent silver, gold, rose gold, charcoal, all available on sale. I mean, look at this pearly paper. You can't beat that. So this makes a great statement, a great card using the oil pastels as well as the stamen. This is another project. Everything here is available during the St. Patrick's Day sale. Another product that's available is also using our felt. Now our felt is something that can be cut with our Biggs dies. This is using our peony flower, and once it's cut into multiple layers, you're able to create any kind of projects. It could be a wreath similar to the one I did out of the sculpting foam, or it could be a wreath that somebody could wear on their head. So look how pretty this is. This is something that's available on the website for the sale, our felt. Great colors, you get a sorted pack, festive colors as well as our standard colors from our color story. So this is a fun project that they can use. The die isn't on sale, but the felt is on sale. And just giving you an idea of what you can create using our felt. So it could be on a card, it could be on an accessory, whatever you choose. Some more product that's available that can't be beat is our domes, our decorative domes. Dimensional domes, I apologize. Great for our sequins and beads shaker cards. Now our sequin and beads, they're also on sale, all the colors. So this happens to be the lavender dust. This is using sequins. There's 5 different sequins and then a little pot of beads. And this on sale, can't beat that. A great buy, great product. As you know, it comes with multiple colors that go with our color story. But this is using our shaker dome that's part of the sale. You get a pack of 4. This is the 3.5 inch, and here it is in a project. A great card for Dad's birthday, Father's Day, anything. Doesn't have to say Dad, it could say Mom for Mother's Day. That's another great idea that you can do using our sequins and beads as well as the dome. All the other sizes of shaker domes are available also. This is the 2.5 inch. We also have our tree dome that's on sale. We have our egg dome, getting ready for Easter. Can't beat that. This is a great product. You can do it for Easter cards. It could be a little ornament to hang on if you have a artificial tree, or if you do a little decor in the backyard or in the front yard. This is a great product. Just back them up back to back and have more of a bulbous type idea with some sequins and beads inside to shake it up. But if you turn it this way and add a string, it can also be a balloon. Perfect product, perfect project for any of your projects, for a birthday for the balloon or Easter egg for Easter. It's a great set. The Easter egg comes with 6 in a package. That is also on sale. Same with the star. The stars, this is just a little wand using our sequins and beads. Same idea. Comes back, you can do it back to back. You could do it as a wand. It could be a cake topper, a cupcake topper, just a fun little project that you can create using the star dome. So the possibilities are endless with these domes, and they're a lot of fun to create projects with. Some of our embossing powders that are on sale, all the colors are on sale. This is just using a quick technique using our glitter, also on sale. The glitter is also coordinated with our color story. These are just some of the different colors that I use, that we have available, but here I use the, I believe this is the ballet slipper. And then I use the silver opulent, which is also on sale. I use the Earl Grey embossing powder, which is also part of the St. Patrick's Day sale. All of our embossing powders are available. This is just a quick card that is created using the embossing powders, the glitter, the cardstock, and the opulent papers. Okay, so that's it for the projects that I wanted to share with you. The sale, make sure you go and check it out, because not only what I shared with you is available, but there is so much more. One more thing that I wanted to show you also that's available is the Festive embossing powder. Now, just because these are holiday colors, that green, that red, that dark green, this is a hot pink. This is called hollyberry. There's mistletoe green, fir tree, pink fizz, and white. Using them all together, great for the holidays. Using them separately, springtiming, that'd be great for a card with the foliage, or just, I love that bright, bright green color. And then this hollyberry, or the, pink fizz, that hot pink color is just so pretty that it can be used for any time of the year. So this is something on sale. And the fact that you get 5 in one tower, can't beat that. And it's on sale, even better. So the project that I want to walk you through today is using the Origami Rabbit. And Origami Rabbit, you will get 9 dies. The 9 dies that you get create the bunny's full face. That's his ear. This is the backing, if it's going to go backed up against a bag or a gift card, or if it's going to be home decor and maybe put in a shadow box. All these dies come in that one set, and I'm going to show you how you can build up the flowers to layer them and make them more dimensional, and I'm going to show you how to put it together as well. So all these score lines that you see here, all the outside, these will cut the actual, as you're familiar with our thinlits, this will cut the rabbit out. But all these individual areas here, these are the score lines. So the pressure from the machine will press through your paper and score it. It won't cut it through, but it'll score it. So it's perfect to show you exactly where you need to fold it to create his origami dimension. So let me show you the final project, what it's going to look like, and I'm going to put it together so you can see how to make it yourself. So the rabbit and the flowers, these are all using what's available on sale. So I've used the glitter for the center of one of the flowers. And then the bunny herself, so I'm going to say she because she's so pretty with her flowers, is using the actual body or head that is part of the die set, the main dice piece that comes in that. So if you can see all those score lines there, that makes it easy for you to know exactly where you're going to be folding it. And then that back piece that looks like a pocket for your jeans, that part just kind of finalizes and finishes it up, so when you go and put it on a cardstock or put it on mat board or want to back it up against the ribbon, same thing. It makes it just a little bit more sturdy. And I'll show you how I created this, because if you remember, the ear, there's just this one piece here, but I'm going to show you how you can cut it. I mean, might be common sense, but the pressure will show you a little area where you want to cut it if you decide to create the center lighter pink area for her inside of her ears. So with all these flowers, I've either added the glitter, I put embossing powder, clear embossing powder in the center of this one to give it a little sheen. I've dipped the finished petals from this flower to create dipped it in the express glue and then dipped it in the Lush Leaves glitter to give it that effect of just a little more whimsy, a little more opulent, and make it a little more fun, bright, and brilliant. Everybody likes bright and brilliant, right? People or projects. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and then I'm going to walk you through cutting it and getting it all together and assembling the flowers as well. So let me bring my machine back over. And I'm going to cut multiple pieces at a time. So first I'm going to cut the Origami Rabbit. I'm going to go ahead, lay that there on top of the, you always want to make sure, especially for something in particular, you want to make sure that the blades are against the good side of the paper, especially if it's a word. It's just a good rule to remember, because you want to make sure against the good side of the paper that, especially for a word, it's not going to be backwards. So I need just one of these, I need one of these, and I need 2 ears. So since this is a thinlet and it's not very intricate for the ear, I need 2 ears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place, hopefully this is in camera range, I'm going to place a smaller strip that I know will fit over or under the ear, and I'm going to place it back there. So this will be able to cut 2 at a time. Now if you're familiar with the Big Shot machines, the pressure is stronger on the side. So since I'm going to be cutting 2, I'm going to move this over and put that there. Just because I have 2 at a time going through of the ear, I want to make sure that it's going to cut through. So I'm going to make sure that the ear is on the side of the machine. If you're doing something intricate, same thing. One of the intricate dies, say it's a doily or say it's a detailed flower or a leaf, you'll just want to have that on the edge just because you'll know. So that way you'll know it'll be a nice strong cut because you're cutting more than one at a time. So I'm going to run it through my Big Shot fold away. And even though I only need to run it through once, just to be sure, I'm going to go through one more time. But hearing the crackling is normal, and I know that it cut through. I just wanted to be sure. So there's both ears. There's the back piece just to make it a little more substantial. And as you can see, all those score lines are ready for me to go ahead and fold. So I'm going to put these off to the side, and I'm going to cut a few of my flowers. So for the flowers, I'm going to cut 2 of each one. So since I want to cut 2 of each one, I'm going to have my paper folded in half. So with the smaller one, I want 2 of that one. And see how once I could cut it, the piece of paper like I did for the ear and just have it flat, but if I folded it just to save time, I could take my maker's tape, and this is our low tack tape. It is perfect for holding down something. It's not going to ruin your paper, it's not going to ruin the die, it's not going to ruin the machine. This is also on sale. You get 2 rolls in a package. And just so I can be sure that it's not going to move, I'm going to put that there like that, and that's ready to go. So that is a perfect product that you would love to have, and make sure that you have it ordered on your, have it in the cart when you're ready to place your order, because it's a perfect product to have. Lay that down. And let's see. And to show you how to do the ear, I'm going to have 2 pieces of paper that already have our adhesive sheets on the back. Now I didn't have to do the adhesive sheets. I'm just going to have it there just so it's a sticker. I could just use glue when I'm all done. So since this isn't sticking to my cutting pad, since I have used it a lot, remember to rotate your cutting pads also, everybody. And then this one, I'm just going to do this flower and just say I want to have a couple leaves. I'm going to put this down here like this, so I will have some leaves that are ready to add to my garland. So with all these ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and run this through. And as you can see, it cut through this one and the other one. So like I said, I put my adhesive sheet on the back, so that's already a sticker. And I'll show you how to put that together. So just cut all the parts that I wanted to have ready for my flower. But since I have some already cut, I don't need to put those all together for you here on camera. But I will show you how to get the flowers kind of in their own little whimsical way to make them look more realistic. So using my paper sculpting kit, I'm going to create a little dimension to my flowers. So this is the flower. I need 2 to create an actual flower. So what I like to do, that I learned from my friend Alexis, she showed me that if you would like to have your flower be a little more bulbous and just go in on the, make it a little more dimensional, kind of bulbous on the opposite side, go on the back side and manipulate it a little bit like that. Turn it over and then just really quickly there in the center. So you see how the petals kind of went out a little bit on that side. So I'm going to do the same with this one. Let me use my smaller piece there, and then same idea like that. And then I'm going to take my express glue, do a little dot there. Remember, the express glue is also on sale. Dries clear, makes for great little projects that have the tiny piece that you don't need an adhesive sheet on the back. So I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. It dries pretty quick, just so I can add my center later. So same thing, I like this. I could either have done it the same way on the back side, or if I wanted to give it just a little curl on the top, I could do it that way. And then put my express glue on the back. And then for the same little daisy, just bring it around there like that. So the top ones are kind of curled up, but the bottom ones are not. So I'm going to let those dry. They're off to the side. Now say I want to use my glitter just to do some leaves. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut these here in half. So this would be great St. Patrick's Day sale. This could be your 4-leaf clover. So this is also something fun depending on what you're going to be using it for, but I'm going to be using it for a leaf. So since this die set doesn't come with the leaves, you could use any of the petals for a leaf. So I'm going to crease it down the center and then add a little bit of glue. I could crease it after I did the glue, but then I'd have to wait for it to dry. So I like to do a little puddle on my mat because it cleans off pretty quickly, or very easily. And then I'm just going to dip it in, tap it off. So you see the little crease kind of gives it a little bit dimension, and just a little touch of the glitter on the edges makes for a great little embellished design, and that way it adds a little bling and a little fun to your project. So I wanted to add a little bit of center for my petals, and center of my flowers. So I'm going to take my, I believe this is limoncello. Yes, my limoncello beads comes in the sequins and beads towers. Now remember, that is also on sale. I'm going to use my hot glue gun. Our 6-inch glue sticks are also on sale, so that is a great product to have. You can never have too much of that, because we know with our crafting it can be used for any project. And then look how great that looks just all by itself with the little dot in the middle. But I'm going to add my beads, and then I'm going to take my die pick and just fill it up while it's cooling down, and it kind of mold it around so it almost looks like, it's almost like clay once the glue starts to dry. So that center flower really comes to life using a contrasting color. So that's using the beads from the Sequins and Beads. Now say I want to add a little bit of glitter to this center flower. So I'm going to do a little puddle of my express glue. And then I'm going to use my ballet slipper glitter. And so I'm going to put a little pinch on there like that. Our funnel tray is also on sale for the St. Patrick's Day sale. That's perfect if you're doing what I'm doing and you don't want to get it all over the place. It has a little funnel, pours right back into the pot because I really didn't need to use that much of my glitter. So that is a perfect little touch. Remember, the Sequins and Beads and the glitter and embossing powder are also all on sale. So now I'd like to add my leaves to this. So I'm going to go ahead, do a little bit of the express glue on there, dab it off since I got a little bit too much. And it's the same petal that I used for this yellow flower, I'm using for the leaves. Okay? And I have a couple of them that I had already cut that are ready for me to adhere. This is using the same one that I used for the daisy. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little glue to that. Actually, I still have some left in my puddle over here. Might as well clean that up, right? So you don't have to obviously match the petal with the leaf shape, but this is using the same petal as the daisy for the leaf. That just stuck to my finger. It wasn't quite dry enough for me to move it up closer to the camera. There we go. So with the Sequins and Beads in the center, the glitter, Lush Leaves green glitter to the leaves, it's perfect for one flower already ready to go. So now I'm going to share with you how to do the Origami Bunny, or Rabbit I should say. So as I showed you on the die, all those individual lines are the score lines, and you can see from the pressure machine how well that shows you. I hope the shadow's not too much and you can see where exactly you're going to fold it. So on every area you're going to want to firmly fold down. You could use your folder. I always just use, depending on what I'm making, I'm almost always just use my fingers because the score lines on our dies are so strong and evident you don't have to use any other tool to do that. So just score it right there on the lines. I like to go on the bigger ones, I like to go backwards and forwards. Just go all the way around. It's the exact same shape and exact same score line on both sides. So this one here, if you can see, it's a straight line and that's a straight line. So you don't have to worry about partially folding it because it goes all the way across to that one side. And all these little ones just score down. And once you do one, it's so fun to put it all together. So perfect project to do. Cut a bunch of them, go sit in front of the TV or your favorite movie or listen to some music and have this ready, just fold and put together. If you're doing a banner, if you're going to be adding it to the front of an Easter basket, it's a fun little project. So, for the face, move this one out of the way. You're going to be taking this piece here and you're going to be folding it underneath. So if you can tell on this is the part that I'm going to be folding against, this piece here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it against that area there. So we're going to go ahead and do all the score lines and glue them together. So what I'm going to do first is take this tab, and I like to use express glue because it's easier for me to see and to adhere it all together. So fold this one down and match it up right up against that exact edge there. Hold it till it dries. And remember, the other side matches exactly. And once you do the top or the bottom, you'll see how it all comes together. So this little tiny triangle tab here, it's almost, it's like the skinniest one on the side. That's the part that that one piece adheres to. It matches right up against the edge. I'm going to hold that one because that one's so skinny. You want to make sure it holds up and stays. So hopefully you can see how that's coming together. This little tiny, there's Butter the cat meowing in the background, wanting to be a part of this project. And then same thing, this is that tiny tab that had the tiny score line, and that matches right up against it. And you can tell the length of whichever tab you're doing, which side it lines up against. So that one's ready to go. Okay, and you can see how it's starting to take shape, and you can see which piece goes next. This is the part that looks like your back pocket from your jeans or pair of pants. So I'm gonna go ahead and adhere the back side. Now the back side, I'm not gonna completely adhere these pieces at the top of his head or her head, because this is the part that I wanna slide the ears behind. So I could either put the ears down now or just leave that part unadhered and then go ahead and do the rest of it. So I'm gonna put this part down here, so you can tell that this is the face. This is the face of the rabbit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this aside, but I wanna show you really quickly how I created the bunny's ears. So if you remember, I had cut those two pink ears. So this is the same ear that I cut, same die that I used to cut the actual ear, but if you can tell, the pressure from the machine, where I put the die so I could show you. It's hidden somewhere, darn it. Oh, here it is. So the pressure from the machine creates this inside line. That's what I used as my guide, so I know that it will match up perfectly. Am I bringing it too close to the camera? So once you cut it, this area here, it's almost like a debossed and an embossed line. I'm going to cut around the edge to create the inside of the ear. So the guidelines, it's almost like a trace line, but it's embossed, so you know it's going to be even as long as you're cutting it evenly. And since I already had the adhesive backing on it, this makes it even easier because it will be a sticker. So whether I'm going to be using the center, let me trim it up a little bit here. So whether I'm going to be using the center, I know it's going to match up right inside the embossed area, because when I cut it, I had that same line, so you know it's going to be the exact same. I could either use that part of it or the trim that I had cut. Peel my adhesive, double-sided adhesive sheet off. And if I add that to the ear, it's going to match up perfectly on the edges. So that's two different ways you could do the ear. You could do like this. I have a couple of them already done. So you could do these two, or these two, which is also very cute, or just the two ears that come when you cut it just out of the white. Another fun little technique that you could do if you want to have the ears curling in a little bit, just roll it around a pencil or one of your tools, and it kind of gives it a little realistic life to it. I think that's really cute. So it depends. If you want them to all be perfectly straight, then you could do it like that. But these are just a couple options of how you can embellish the ear a little bit. So now I'm going to add that back piece. Now that back piece, if you remember, goes right up against that side there. What I like to do, just to be sure that I'm using it on the right area of this piece here, is I like to put the glue on the tabs. So I'm, like I said before, I'm just going to do the side tabs because I want to tuck the ear behind it first. Wipe my finger off there. And then you just want to line it up because you know it's going to match up exactly, because our creative designers, when they designed the die, they made sure, oops, I did it backwards, they made sure that it's going to fit perfectly. Those smart gals that they are. And then I'm just going to lay it against that piece there. Okay, so that's the back. This is the nose here. Could add a little dot if I wanted to do something for the nose. And then I'm going to add the ears. So I think I will do the one with the border. I'm just going to tuck it in, and I could have done it before. Like I said, it's up to you how you want to do it, but I just wasn't sure if I was going to have it kind of a whimsy. So once I lay it down there like that, and it could be shorter, his ears could be longer, depends on how old he is, I think. How does that work with rabbits? Are their ears longer the older they get, I'm guessing? I guess it would be funny to have a rabbit born with long ears and they're not old yet. Oh, I meant to do the other one, but okay. So, add the glue to this one. Tap that off. Okay, so that is all ready, drying and ready to go. And then some of my flowers. So these are just a few ideas that I had done earlier with my flowers. Same thing, just made a few different ones. Now your die set also comes with this center one. The center one is what I used on this one here. So same idea, run it through. Those tiny little holes will cut little tiny holes into your flower center, and then those little other holes are your poke holes for in case it gets embedded when it runs through the machine. Those poke holes are the ones that will pop the paper or whatever you're cutting out. So whether you're using sculpting foam or cardstock or vellum, stencil film, anything, whatever you're using, those little poke holes are perfect to pop out. So I'm going to go ahead, and depends on where I want to add the flower. I like to use my hot glue just because I know for sure it's going to stay put and I don't have to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to go ahead, add my hot glue. Now remember, the 6-inch glue sticks are on sale, so they are a perfect buy. It's a great deal. You want to make sure that you get that pack because you get a good amount in there. And nothing worse is when you know what you need and it's sold out. So you might want to make sure you get on that ASAP, my friends. Now remember, it's only on Sizzix.com, so you can go ahead and make your wish list. If you have a birthday coming up, if you're a mom, get that order in, put in your request. All that hard work you've done all year, you need to honor what mom wants, right? And then if I wanted to add another leaf, I could, but how cute is that coming together? If you wanted to add a little eye, because some people are funny when the animals don't have eyes, you could do it a little off to the side, do it here on the front, however you like it. But I like mine without the eyes just because I think it's so cute. And so here's the same thing with the flowers. I did the daisies with the center and the glitter on the inside center. So to add this to my banner, I'm going to untangle it. I picked it up and put it down and picked it up so many times that it has decided to get tangled. So roll her around this way. And I'm going to put her on this end because it's the side that has a little more extra ribbon. So let me put a few flowers here in the center. So I'd like to balance it out a little bit in the middle, so I'm going to add a dot of hot glue right there so I can add another smaller one just to balance out the design from the left to the right. And I think I will put another one of these bigger flowers here. Nope, that wouldn't make sense because it's the same color. So I will use the purple. Now remember, the color story is perfect for any of your projects. You know the tone will come together with sequins and beads matching the cardstock that you use, or whatever you're using. If your color story is using ballet slipper and hibiscus and mermaid kiss, you have embossing powder, you have your oil pastels, you have your glitter, your sequins and beads. It'll all coordinate with your project, because all the pieces that you're using, all the product that you're using, you know it's going to come together perfectly because everything is coordinated and our colors match up perfectly, so your tone is going to be spot on, and nothing's better than that. Okay, I'm going to add that cute little girl right there. Let me add a couple more flowers to the side, and then that will be it. So remember, spend over $65, you will get free shipping. And with all those dies and accessories and making essentials and tools that you're going to be ordering, nothing is better than free shipping, right, my friends? So you can't beat that. So check out the website. Check out all that's available and take your time scrolling through, because there is a lot. Grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and there's going to be a lot that you want to find, and make that list. And make it quick, because there's a lot to offer and you're going to love every little bit of it. So let me go ahead and turn the camera up so I could say thank you and goodbye. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to hearing what you purchased, seeing what you've created. I hope this project has inspired you for any of your making projects, whether it's for Easter, for Mother's Day, Father's Day, any of the projects that you're creating, home decor, just little gifts to leave on people's porches or drop off or add tags to their gifts. It's something that they would love. They will cherish the fact that you made it by hand, and the fact that you got it on sale, that's kind of a gift to you. So thanks so much for joining.